Okay. So let's start first from what is um funded challenge, okay? What is funded challenge? Let me share my screen right now. I really hope everyone can just see my screen. Hope my audio is very loud. Hope everybody can actually hear me very clearly. I believe everybody can actually hear me clearly. If you cannot hear me very clearly, just indicate right now so I can actually maybe change my audio or something like that, okay? All right. Now, the major challenge when it comes to trading Forex is capital. That is the major challenge most traders actually face. And the reason for that is because people, to get money is a very, very difficult thing to trade. Now, if I am starting with Forex now, when I started during my early days, I actually struggled with capital. To be very honest, in order for me to even get capital to trade, because if you hear my testimony and everything, you see at some point I traded $250. I had to like save up money. It took me time to even save up money to even start with Forex so and everything. So the major struggle when it comes to trading Forex is capital. Now, I can be a very good trader right now, be very successful. If I trade, I can even have like 90% accuracy or even 60 or 70. I can make 40, 50% profit every week on my demo account. But then to get capital to trade now is the problem. Now, 20% profit, okay? 20% profit on 20% profit of $100 account, or let's say a $10 account is equal to $2. 20% profit on a $10 account is equal to $2. 20% profit of $100 account is equal to $20. 20% profit of $1,000 account is equal to $200. 20% profit of $10,000 account is equal to $2,000. Now, every trader, realistically, you can actually make 20% profit every month. If you use 1%, that type of thing, you know how to trade here. So you see now, that same 20% profit is actually differs based on your capital. 20% profit on a $100,000 account is $20,000. So basically now, if you've actually made 20% profit, I know now in the last 2 weeks, people have actually made 20% profits. In fact, someone said has even made 120, 50,000 naira to 140,000 naira. That's almost 200% profit. Someone actually made 200% profit in less than a month with us. So 20% profit is very small. So if you've actually made 20% profit now in this academy within the last like 2-3 weeks, that means if you had $100,000, you would have made $20,000 profits. How much is the academy school fees? It's just $49. You understand? So your capital determines how much you make in Forex. But now it is practically almost impossible to get $100,000 to trade, because who will carry $100,000 to give you to trade? Who will carry $100,000 is about 161 million naira. Who will carry 161 million naira right now to give you to trade? Or let's say 10,000. Who will carry 16 million naira and give you to trade? You see, it's not really possible. So most traders initially, when they start their Forex journey, they start with 10, 100, 1,000. Even if you have $1,000 self profit, right, in your account, and you make $200 at the end of the month, that's still very reasonable. I know someone here with us right now funded 1,000 and I've actually made about $450 in just 1 month. $450 is almost a million naira in just from copying our HFX signals. It reached up to like 6% or something like that. Almost 1 million naira. How much is school fees? Just 77,000 naira. It has made almost a million naira. You see, now the problem now is not the skill set. The problem now is not risk management for most persons, for a lot of persons, actually, not most persons. The problem now is capital. How can I get capital to trade? And that's where funded challenges actually come in, right? So what is a funded challenge? All right, a funded challenge is a challenge created by a prop firm. Okay, so let me start with prop firms. Prop firms are, they call them proprietary firms. They are firms that have capital to trade. Okay, prop firms. They are companies that provide trading capital to traders to trade and split the profits made. The profits made with the traders. Okay, that is actually what prop firms actually, yeah. So there are different ways to actually get capital. The safest ways is from prop firm one or from your personal savings. Okay, there's also what they call hedge funds. Hedge funds is basically someone actually funding you to trade, but I'm not actually going to actually advise that because it's very, very risky and comes to a lot of downsides. You can actually end up in serious debt. So never collect money from anybody to trade. The best things to actually do is actually with either you work with a prop firm or you work with, or you save up money, that type of thing. Okay, so how does this prop firm actually work? They have what they call funded challenges, and a funded challenge now is basically a challenge that is given to traders to see how good they are. Now, how good they are. Now, if I am a person here and then I have capital, let's say I have $200,000 to give someone, I won't just carry my money and give anybody. Because if you come and tell me that, hey, I'm a good trader, bro, what's the evidence that you are a good trader? There has to be an evidence. How can I know that you're actually a good trader? I have to give you a funded challenge. Now, if I give that funded challenge now and you pass the funded challenge, now I can say, okay, yeah, he's a good trader. Yeah, take my money and trade for me. So that is actually what they call funded challenge. So they give you the funded challenge now and you pass, then that should be a good trader. And then they give you their capital to trade for them. You understand? 90% of traders are not profitable. You know that, right? Only like 10%, 15% are actually profitable. So most traders are over leveraging, blowing accounts, all this type of crazy, crazy things, yeah? So they cannot just carry their capital and be dashing people, let people be blowing it for them. So they have such like ascertain to be sure that you are a good trader. So that's actually what they call funded challenges. Now, here's actually how the business model goes, yeah? For you to get a funded challenge, you have to pay a particular fee. The account um ranges from as low as $5,000 to as high as $200,000 capital. So I'm going to give you a very rough estimate of the pricing. All right, I'm going to give you a very rough estimate of the pricing. Okay, so for a $49 for a $5,000 challenge account, here's what you're actually going to pay to get the funded challenge. For a $5,000 account, you're going to pay $49 to get the funded challenge. Okay. Now, after 5,000, next one they have is the $15,000 account. For a $15,000 account, it's usually to be around, I think, $99 or so. Then for a $25,000 live account, funded account, you pay something. I'm going to check the exact price, don't worry. I'm going to use, then they have the $100,000. Then they have the $200,000. Remember, at the end of this training, two persons on this squad are going to actually win $7,500 live prop accounts. And I'm going to actually ask questions. From the questions, I'll ask like three questions. People that actually answer it fastest are going to actually win. So just try to pay attention so you can actually be part of the winners. Okay, it's going to be very, very fair. I'm not going to do any favoritism because I'm a very non-partial person. Okay, so the $200,000 challenge account is usually $999, which is $1,000. Yeah. This 100,000 is usually like, let's say $499. Yeah. Then this one is like $245, $249, and this one will probably be around maybe, let's just say $149. This is how the price naturally go. So now this is how the funded challenge works. If you pay, let's say I want a $5,000 account, okay? Then I'll come to the prop firm, and I'll say, hey, prop firm, I need a $5,000 account. I'm a good trader. I know how to trade very, very well. And I need your $5,000 account. They will say, okay, Nguanu, $49. Yeah, they tell you it's $49 now, Skibo. And then you pay the $49. So the prop firm collects the $49 from you and they keep it. They collect the $49 for you. And then they give you the funded challenge. Now, as they've collected the $49 from you, as they've collected the $49 from you, if you fail the challenge, they have collected the $49 from you now. That $49 is no longer with you. It's now with them. If you fail the challenge, this is $49 they collected from you. They will not give you back. It's their own money. So to buy the challenge, you come with $49. Let's say you want the $5,000 challenge. You bring it $49, yeah? They'll collect from you. If you fail this challenge, they will not give you this $49 back. It's their own money. That means the $49 is gone and you have no live account. If you also come with $999, you say you want 200K challenge, I can say no wahala. You pay the $999, yeah? They'll collect it from you. They'll give you the funded challenge. If you fail the funded challenge, this $999 is their own. $999 is 1.6 million naira. That 1.6 million naira is their own. So there are people who just keep dashing these prop firms money, dashing them money. Now these prop firms, they make money from two ways. If you're not a good trader, they are making money from you. If you're a good trader, they connect you with the live markets because they have hedge funds, a lot of those type of things here. So if you're a good trader, they actually like mirror your trade on their own accounts to make money, and then they'll pay you your profits. They don't actually default of the payment. So you understand? So if you're not good, they're taking your money. If you're good also, they're copying your trade. So they're making money either ways. You understand? So they want it to even be good sale because what is $49 compared to the amount they can actually make on their live accounts when you're profitably making money. You understand? So they want you to be good. They don't want you to. But if you're not good, no, I'll give them money. They collect it. Money is money. You understand? So many traders don't understand how these things work. Many traders don't understand the drawdown rule. Many traders don't actually understand anything. They just carry money and dash these prop firms. And what the prop firm go do now? They'll collect the money. You understand? So on this section, I'm going to explain all the rules of prop firm. I've been training prop firm for a very long time. I've had a couple of withdrawals. There was time I wasn't posting my withdrawals every time. I just stopped posting my withdrawals because of security reasons. Like, I don't see why I should be posting the money I'm making from trading, to online when Nigeria is not a safe place. You get that type of thing. So, like, I just kept everything to myself. Any money I withdraw, I don't post anything. I rather post the withdrawals of my team members. And that's why you see my status everywhere. I'm always posting people's withdrawals and everything. I don't post mine anymore. If I used to post when I drew 9,000 something dollars, I posted it, all of those things, post lifestyle. When I buy this, buy that, I post, but now I don't post any of those things anymore. If anybody wants to learn Forex, learn Forex. If they don't want to learn Forex, they don't learn Forex too. I'm good. Either ways. So let's go back to the business. What are the rules of prop firms? Now, something I really like about prop firm now is that, when it comes to trading, the most successful traders are those who know how to, one, manage risk. Successful traders are those who know how to manage risk. Now, managing risk comes in two different ways. All right. When the market is going well, you trade and make money. When the market is actually going well, you reduce your risk and observe. You understand? That is actually what prop firms actually built on. It's actually built on risk management. Now, many persons actually understand this, and that's why they keep bridging accounts and everything, dashing money up and down, trading money up and down. So prop firm actually operates in a very, very simple way. Okay. The funded challenge rather, they will ask you, these are things you need to actually do. Hit a certain profit target. Okay, hit a certain profit target. All right. Usually, it's usually 8% of your account, just 8% of your account. You don't want so much. 8% profit. That's what they usually ask for. Just hit that profit target, usually 8% of your account. All right. And you must hit that profit target without losing more than a certain percentage of your account. So imagine I tell you that I want you to make 8% of your account, but you must not lose more than this amount. And that amount is what they call their maximum drawdown. Which is usually 5%. Okay. So they have two different maximum drawdowns. They have the daily maximum drawdown one, and then they have maximum drawdown. So daily maximum drawdown is the total amount you can lose in a day. And that maximum amount you can lose in a day is 5%. Usually, some of them will tell you 4%, some of them will tell you 3%. It's based on the challenge you're actually collecting, but it's usually 5%. So you cannot lose more than 5% of your account in a day. So that basically means if I have a $5,000 account, I cannot lose more than $250 in a day. If I lose $250, bam, I breach the account. They collect my $49, and that's the end of everything. They say, oh yeah, bye-bye. You don't know how to trade Forex. And they'll send me. Then maximum total drawdown is the total amount you can lose, during the course of your trading. And that's usually 10%. So they're telling you do not lose more than 5% of your account in a day, and do not lose more than 10% at any given point in time, and hit a profit target of 8%. Let me get my calculator. On a $5,000 account, 8% profit, 0.08, is equal to $400. So they are telling you to just, I'm using $5,000 right now for this thing. They are telling you to just make $400 profit without losing up to $250 in a day. And without losing up to $500 at any point in time. These are the rules. So if it's a $10,000 account you're using, calculate it to. If it's a $15,000, if it's a $200,000 account, these are the rules. These are the rules. Now, most persons actually approach prop firms wrongly because they see they have big capital. Yeah, they want to go and start risking 5% of your account. But how the fuck do you risk 5% of your account when they have told you not to lose more than 5% of your account on a given trade, like in a day? So those that know how to trade prop firms are those who actually understand that it's all about risk management. Trading is a game of probability, yeah? And once you actually have a very strict drawdown rule like this, you need to decrease your risk. Because once you decrease your risks now, you actually have enough time to recover from bad trades. You have enough time to recover from losing setups and to be profitable. Because if you take 10 trades and let you have to win 4 trades and lose 6 trades, you can actually have 4 losses in a row. If you're risking 1% and you have those 4 losses in a row, you have almost breached the account already. By the time you add your spread, you've breached the account. Then after that 4 losses, you're now meant to actually have like 3 wins in a row, but you've already breached your whole account. So like, what's the point of everything? So you cannot use 1%. You have to reduce your risk very, very well. Normally, I usually recommend this when it comes to trading prop firms, right? I recommend because of their rules. Then after this, I'm going to show you how to become very, very wealthy from prop firms. I recommend risking anywhere between 0.2% to 0.5%, 0.1% self per trade. Do you know why? No. If I'm risking 0.25%, if I'm risking 0.25% to 0.5, let me do the math for you now. If I'm risking 0.1%, depends on you. Like I said, anywhere within this to this. If I'm risking 0.1%, I need to lose 50 trades in a row, 50 losses to breach my daily drawdown. Are you seeing this? If I'm risking 0.25%, I need to lose 20 trades in a row to breach my account. And if I'm risking that in a day, if I'm risking 0.5%, I need to have 10 losses in a row. All right. To me personally, what I normally do 0.5%. That's what I normally do. I normally do 0.5%. That's what I normally do. And the reason why I normally do 0.5% is because I know that I don't see many trades in a day. My strategy does not, yeah, my strategy does not give me so many trades. So there's no way I can even see up to 10 trades in a day with my strategy. You understand? So this is for you to breach the account in a day. But then if you're looking at total maximum daily drawdown, total maximum drawdown rather, this has to be 100 losses. Are you seeing this? Then this is 40 losses. And this is 20 losses. So since I can actually see up to 10 trades in a row in a day, that means I can actually, breach it, obviously. That means the only thing that can actually make me breach it is if I actually like cumulate all the losses. You understand? And that's actually 20 losses in a row without having any win, which is basically not possible. Because the moment I start having like 10, the moment I have 10 losses in a row like this, I'll stop trading. Because I'm looking at my trading journal as I'm trading. Remember when this tariff stuff actually started? Once I had losses in a row, like 3, 4, 5 losses, immediately I just stopped calling out trades on MT4. And I told everybody, say I've stopped because Trump is fighting with the whole world and the market's moving anyhow. Joanne was there, she was trading down, was making money, and then I just stopped calling out MT4. I said, I will not call out trades because I don't like the way the market is right now. And I don't want anybody in my academy to lose any money. So I stopped. Do you get? So that is basically it. So me, I normally go with 0.5%. It depends on you. Some people now they are scalping. If you're scalping, obviously you're seeing huge amount of trades. Maybe even 40 trades in a day self. You understand? You know what? Just look at all these things. Choose the one you actually want to use. Yeah, so you can if you want to use 1%, that's risky. Because if you're using 1% now, that means look at this is what 1% means. 1%. That means if you have 5 losses in a day, you've breached the account. You can easily get 5 losses in a day. You can easily. And if you even if you don't get, once you have like 2, 3 losses, you've already be scared already because you know that your money will soon go. You don't want to trade like that. So 0.5%, once I have 2 losses, no wala now. You get that is one thing I do. This is the risk management aspect. So anywhere between 0.1 to 0.5, that is actually ideal. But may I use 0.5. Maybe if you're starting new, I can tell you maybe 0.25. You're not rushing. Okay. Then after this one, I would show you how to scale. You understand? You don't just go and buy a 200,000 funded challenge. You don't do that. If not, you just donate 1.6 million naira to your ancestors. So I've talked about the risk management with it. That's good. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's load fast. Let me show you the next thing. So you see now that this thing is not is not it looks simple. When you come and you see this, you say, oh yeah, it's simple, funded challenge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you can see all the rules there. The person they buy funded challenge is none there is any rule. Before you know they have taken 2 trades, they have lost. They just send them email. You have breached your account. They'll be like, Shimo, I don't know. They not tell me. They bought funded challenge, but you did not think of actually doing your research to actually understand what you got into. Before you do anything, you need to actually understand all the rules behind every single thing, every single rule behind it. Okay. There is another one called minimum trading day. All these ones, minimum trading days. So they tell you that you need to trade minimum of 5 days, all right, to pass the challenge. So let's say if I get the account now, and today as I got the account, I made the 8% profit. I'm a very good trader. Market was good. I made the 8% profit. I've not passed the challenge today. I need to trade for minimum 5 days. You understand? So after today, I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So what me I'm going to do now, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't need to trade. What I'll just do that I'll just open a position of 0.01 lots. Yeah, I'll open a position of 0.01 lots. And as I open it, I close it immediately. I've traded. I've already passed the challenge. So I open 0.01. As I open, I close immediately. I'm done. Then on Tuesday, I open 0.01, open, close, I'm done. Wednesday, 0.01, open, close, I'm done. Thursday, 0.01. On Euro years, because Euro years actually have the lowest spread. And foreign, I'm done. They tell me I've passed. Congratulations, good. So now, prop firms have different type of rules, right? We have one fees prop firm. We have two fees prop firm, and we have instant funding prop firm, instant funded prop firm. Okay, so one phase prop firm, that basically means you only have one funded challenge to pass. That's the first phase, just one phase. All right. Usually, the profit target on that one phase can maybe be 5%. Once you make that 5%, they will carry the live account and give you after that. So just only one challenge phase. Then one challenge phase. Then they have these two-phase this thing, which basically you have two phases. All right. So you're going to have your first phase and your second phase. So usually the first phase, they will tell you to make a profit of 8%. 8%. Okay, that's the first phase. So once you make that 8% without breaching the account, without losing more than 5 or 10%, good, they'll say, congratulations, you've passed the first phase. Then they will give you the second phase challenge account. So usually the second phase, they will ask you to make a profit of 5% again. You understand? So there are two phases. First phase, 8%. So once they give you the account, you pass that first phase, they say congratulations. They give you second phase, you pass it, they tell you congratulations. Then after that, they now give you a live account to trade. Then they actually have instant funded accounts, which this one, you don't have any challenge fees. No challenge fees. Now, the cheapest of all these prop firms, of all these what they call it, models, is this two-phase. Is a two-phase. If you check it, this is the cheapest. That's why people normally go for the this thing. With just $99, you can get up to like $15,000 worth of capital. Then after this one is a little bit expensive, moderately expensive. Then this instant one is very expensive. Expensive. This instant one now for like $500, they may only give you they may only give you like $5,000 account for just $500. But in the two-phase challenge now, for that same $500, they'll give you 100,000. So imagine getting $5,000 live accounts for $500 compared to getting $100,000 live account for same $500. Still the same drawdown rule and everything. You understand? So most traders actually like going for the two-phase or the one-phase profit. One phase is only one phase you're passing, but it's just more expensive. So let's say for this two-phase now, for $499, you're getting a 100K challenge. For the one-phase account, it's not be $499. It will probably be maybe $999. That's like $400 more. You understand? Or $500 more rather. You get, so it's more expensive. So whatever you just want to do, just understand these things very well. So you see it now like this. These are actually the rules, and this is actually everything. So everything now all boils down to, you see now there are different things that can make you actually breach the account. If you look at these things very, very well, write them down, know what they expect from you and what they don't expect from you, you can obviously pass it. Now, how do you pass a prop firm? Before I explain that one, let me actually explain to you how to scale so you don't go and dash your money to anybody. I have this friend, he was a coursemate. He's a very, very smart guy. You know, I learned a lot from him. He was a very experienced trader. He was actually an experienced trader when it comes to the academy. And then he joined, he learned a lot from us. I also learned a lot from him too, because yeah, he's a prop trader, right? It is actually how he started getting his funding, right? He started from the smallest of accounts. So he started from the 5K challenge account. So he paid $49 to get a 5K challenge account. Hmm? Then after passing the 5K challenge accounts, maybe he was making like 10% every month. You understand? So that means his profit was like maybe $500. By the time they take the addition and everything, it would probably be like $400. Get that type of thing. You know, so he was making that after like 3 months or 4 months, he had made up to like $1,600. Are you seeing this? Now, out of this $1,600, now he now took $499 out of it to go and use to buy a $100,000 challenge account. You understand? Same 10% was making, and that was around $8,000. Then out of this one now, he now use $999 again to get a $200,000 funded account. And then his capital now increase. his profit now increased, you understand, to like about $16,000 a month. You see it. So the forex market is not running anywhere. It is here to stay. So you're not in a hurry. Don't hurry and don't rush for anything. You understand? The most important thing when it comes to trading forex is protecting your capital, minimizing your losses, and maximizing your profits. So you start small. From the money you've withdrawn from the prop firm, out of the profits, use that one to scale. Don't go and carry 1.6 million naira to trade. I know of a particular friend, he was in the academy before, he learned a few things and then he ran away. You know, there are people that like jumping, jump from here, jump from here, jump from here, and everything. I normally tell people don't spend money, blah, 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 anything. He jumped and jump. Joined another academy. In the academy, he paid like about 500,000 naira to learn Forex in a month. After he paid 500,000 naira to learn Forex in a month, he now went to go and buy a prop account, consummate prop. He paid like about 1,000 something dollars to buy that one, and he breached the account. He bought another game for 499. Like at the end of every day, at the end of everything, he ended up spending almost 3 million naira on school fees, funded. And that was it. He now came back to me and came to tell me everything. I was like, oh, sorry. You have told me I would have. So I'm telling you now, if you have 20 million naira right now to lose, the market is ready to absorb everything from you. So that's why you need to like calculative. Like you need to be very calculative. You look at yourself as an investor. You understand? So you start small and grow. You get. Now, let's talk about profit split. What happened when you pass the challenge? I said this is going to be only 30 minutes. We have spent enough time. It's very, very broad. All the very massive. What happens when you pass the challenge? I will actually run through this one. Okay. So let's say I take a 100K challenge account. All right. And then I pass it. I pass the first phase in 1 week, 5 days minimum trading, 5 days after that one. So I pass it in 2 weeks. And then I get funded. So when I get funded, I trade for like 1 month and I make profit. Let's say I make 10%. So 10% on a $100,000 account is $10,000. But I'm saying I have $10,000. So immediately it gets to the point where I'm meant to withdraw. The prop firm, they will remove the $10,000 from my live account immediately, automatically. They remove the $10,000 and send it to my back office. So when they send it there now like this, as they are sending that $10,000, I will not see $10,000 there. I will see $8,000. You know why? Because it's usually an 80-20 profit split. So 20% is for the prop firm, 80% of the profit is for me. I'm going through the hard work, I'm doing everything. So 80% of whatever profit I make is for me, and 20% is for them. So even if I make $20,000, let's say I make $20,000, they will send me $16,000. So once I see that $16,000, I can withdraw it to my crypto wallet or my bank account, and I'll get it instantly. You understand? That is the profit split of the prop firm. So now the good thing about everything now is that, let me tell you this secret. There are some traders right now in the world right now. They have up to $2 million in funding across different programs. Now, prop firms have maximum amount of capital allocation. It's usually $200,000 or $300,000. But then there are numerous prop firms. So some persons have accounts like up to 10 different prop firms. 200K, 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 200K. And they link everything together to one account through what we call Traders Connect. I'll teach that one next week, Friday. How to use Traders Connect to link your trading accounts together. And once they link everything together, any trade they take on this prop account automatically copies on all the remaining 9 accounts. So as they're taking trades, boom, they're trading all accounts at once, all the $2 million capital. So if they make 10%, that is 200K profits. Do you understand? So some traders have up to $2 million. But to get up to $2 million, you don't start by carrying like $10K from investors to go and buy this thing. No. You will just start with small, then you will not be scaling small, and small. So let's say you make 10% profits on all the 200K account, on all the $2 million account. That's 200K across 10 different prop firms. So you see it. So they will withdraw it and then they will give you your 160K and you withdraw it at once. So some people are withdrawing up to 160K monthly from prop firms, and it's not their capital, it's the prop capital. Do you understand? So that is just basically how it actually is. So lastly, let me just give you one hint on how to pass this prop firm account. I'll run through this one very, very fast. Then we'll ask our questions and we'll round up. Choose our winners and we'll round up. Remember what I always say. When it comes to trading, minimize your risk and maximize your profits. Okay? This is how I do mine. This is how I do mine. I study I'm risking 0.5%, right, per trade. Okay. I normally use TP5. Sorry, TP5. And my TP5 is usually 1:10 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so if I'm risking 0.5% per trade, because my TP5 is 1:10 risk to reward ratio, that means if I'm hitting TP5 on that particular trade, I'll be making 5% profit. Are you seeing this? So even if I won't have like 3-4 losses, let's assume I have 4 losses in a row because it's trading. Yeah, I would have lost 2%. All right, I would have lost 2% already. That 2%, I still have up to 6 more losses to still lose before I can breach my account in a day. And obviously, in a what they call it, in total, I have up to like 16 more losses to lose, which is not possible. Remember, I'm losing 0.5%. And as I'm risking 0.5% now, I've already lost 4 trades. 0.5% to hit 10% drawdown, I need to lose 20 trades. And I've lost 4 trades already. So I still have 60 more losses to go. And then after having these 4 losses in a row, I now go and win a trade, TP5, I get plus 5%. So you see now, I'm already up by a profit of 3%. Are you seeing that? Not under any pressure, but my win is more than my loss. So risk to reward ratio. So that's the secret. Minimize your risk and maximize your profits with risk to reward ratio. Do you understand? That is just what you should just know. So let me introduce FX Life Capital. FX Life Capital. FX Life Capital is a prop firm. They have different funded models. And this is I'll log into my own account so you can see. I got a 5K account with them. And I'm going to use this account as a reference. I'm going to be calling out trades on, like I said, from next week, Monday. We're calling out trades. All trades I'm calling out, I'll be taking it on my FX Life Capital account. As I'm taking it now, those that are going to win the challenge, they would also be taking it on their own FX Life Capital accounts. So as they're taking it, as I'm making profit and I'm passing my challenge, you're also going to be passing your own challenge. So once I pass my first phase, you pass your first phase because you're just only mirroring me. And once I pass my first phase, you pass your first phase. That is it. Second phase, you pass the second phase and you get funded, you start withdrawing. You understand? So I explained all these things now because the accounts I'm going to be giving are going to be with this particular prop firm. You understand? Are going to be with this particular focus. So this is actually what their back office look like. If you click on details here, you can see this is a $5,000 account. So what I did now is that I've traded how many days? Okay, so this is a $5,000. Currently, my account is at $499. I've only lost $0.16. And maybe you have seen my details. And I'll upload that one shiny this thing. You can see minimum trading days. I've traded 3 out of 5 days. I don't trade anything. No. What I did was I just entered 0.01 lots on EURUSD because I wanted to read that we did traded for 3 days. So on Monday, if I pass my challenge, I pass my challenge. I just have only Tuesday before my 5 days are completed. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I enter 0.01 lot on EURUSD. You understand this? You can see them here. These are the trades. Buy 0.01 and everything. So that is actually what I did. So when I send this into people, you would actually use this. So if you want to actually get a challenge, you can see here, this is actually all the accounts and everything. They have their drawdown rule. Let me ask, this is one step account. You can see the one step account. This is one step. You can see to get a 5K challenge account is $59. To get a 10K, $99. To get a 25K, $219. That is the one step account. But see, the two-step account is cheaper. Two-step account now, 7.5 is 59. Remember, one step, 5K is 59. Two-step, 7.5 is 59. You understand? And like that, the maximum account is 75K. That's what they give. That's a one step and two step. Then if you come to the instant funded, you can see it's more expensive. $500 is 45. You understand? 50K is $3,600. You understand? So that is basically that about it. So let's go to the question so we can actually choose our winners. Let's go to the questions. So sure, I'll drop it immediately. Within like before 1:30, before 12:30, I've dropped it. Before 12:30, I've dropped everything. I've dropped the recording. That is basically that about that. I tried to compress everything into one topic. I talked about the how we work, profit target, drawdown, daily limits, loss limits, this, that, and everything. Risk management. I compressed everything. And that was a whole lot. But don't worry, even if you did not get everything because I was too fast and maybe it's the first time hearing about this and the lecture was actually very broad, you can obviously go to the recording and take your time, dissect everything one by one. You understand? All right, so I'm going to start with the questions. All right, so we're going very, very fast with this. Okay, so the account I'm going to be giving are two-step accounts. That is the $59 account. So that's 7.5 this thing. Let me see their drawdown rules. Let me ask ChatGPT their drawdown rules. Let me check if their drawdown rule is 5%. What is FX Life Capital? $7,500 two-step challenge daily. I thought you guys had to use ChatGPT, Abby, 2 weeks ago. Draw down rule. FX Life Capital. ChatGPT. Let's see. Okay, so it's 5%. Daily drawdown rule is 5%. All right. Then maximum drawdown is going to be what of max drawdown? What of maximum drawdown? The maximum drawdown is going to be 10%. 10%, that's the maximum drawdown. I've heard what you're saying. Don't worry, no need to go again. What is first phase profit target? 8% is first phase profit target. What of second phase? Second phase is 5%. That is good. So you've seen it now. Then the withdrawal is daily. So any profit you make, once you pass the first phase and second phase and you're funded, any profit you make, you can actually withdraw it every day. So if you make $2K, if you make $300 today, you can withdraw it. If you make $400 next week Sunday, you can withdraw that type of thing. So their withdrawal is daily. It's not bi-weekly. It's not monthly. Okay, so let's start with the questions. All right, I'm going to ask the first question now is how many percent do I use to trade my prop firm? How many percent do I risk to trade my prop firm? How many percent do I risk on my prop firm accounts? Well, wrong. No, Gushim got it. I risked 0.5% on my prop firm. Gushim got that one. I said I risked 0.5% on my prop firm. My use 1:10 risk to reward ratio. So if I'm winning the trade, I'm going to win 5% of this thing. That's actually what I said. All right. The next question is actually, that was a very nice one. That shows You are actually, I gave that range 0.1 to 0.5%. Then I explained all of them. Then I now said at the end that 0.5% is my own. If your network is bad, sorry you. Okay. So now, what is what do you call it? The next question now is going to be how much is the $7,500 prop account of FX Life Capital? Ah, Hey, Michael. Jesus is Lord, guys. This is fast. This is very, very fast. Gushim again has gotten another question. So Gushim has gotten. Gushim was the first actually, answer this one. So Gushim answer this one first. Then Olamide second, 59. That's Gushim. Then I'm going to ask the last question. 59. Olamide. It's going to be based on your network. I'm looking at it based on when it's actually entering my own distance. You understand? So it's based on when it actually enters my distance. So if he can type before him, but if your network is a little bit slow, it's just going to type before. It seems like he has a very fast network. That's why. Okay. So the last question, what is the most expensive funded challenge model? No, 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 no. When I say shit, you missed it. It's instant funding. It's almost still here, so okay, I moved a little bit. It's instant funding. So we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel got that one. Instant funding. Emmanuel, that's Emmanuel. Emmanuel. So Emmanuel have actually, Bushim has actually gotten two. Bushim has actually gotten two. Emmanuel has actually gotten one. Emmanuel has actually gotten one. So I have another question again to ask. I said Olamide, you said the $100,000 challenge account. You said the $100,000 challenge account. You did not say. Okay, first question. Yeah, Olamide, you are second. You are second on the $59 this thing. So I'm going to ask another. You are second. So you have this thing. So let me see. Emmanuel has already won one. Gushima has won two. So if you have up to three wins, you win. Right? Yes, so let me ask another question again. All right. So how much is the $5,000 one phase FX Life Capital challenge account? One phase $5,000 FX Life Capital. Emmanuel has gotten on down again. Gushing, what's happening now? Are you no longer on the call again? Emmanuel. Emmanuel has gotten on down again correctly. Emmanuel has gotten on that one. So Emmanuel has 2 wins. Gushing has 2 wins. You need 3 wins to actually win. Is Gushing no longer on the call again? You just have 1 win to go. And if you actually have 3 wins in a row, you've won. If you have 3 wins in a row, you've actually won. That's how it actually is. So Gushing already has 2 wins. Emmanuel already has 2 wins. Olamide has a second position. So 3 wins you've won, and 3 wins on the second person, the person have actually won. And that is actually it. So we have just a few questions more to go. So where am I going to ask questions from? Oh, let me see. Answer now. Why are you no longer asking? The question is too strong now. Try to make the questions very easy. Oh. Okay. What is the maximum drawdown of an FX Live Capital account? Maximum drawdown of an FX Live Capital account, challenge account. Maximum drawdown. No, in percentage, percentage. Not 30. In percentage, maximum drawdown. This is getting serious, right? And let's see. The person that got it first was an Angles. Angles have already joined though. Ageless got that one, 10%. Then Gushin was second. Nobody wants to have 3 wins in a row now like this. So Gushin was very close to winning one though. Then Emmanuel took third, but there's no third. 3 wins. Ageless already have 1 win. Emmanuel has 2 wins. Gushim has 2 wins. So what is the daily drawdown of an FS Life Capital Challenge account? Daily drawdown. Gushim has gotten one. Gushim has won one. Gushim won this one. He got the 5%, was the first actually. So Gushim already won one of the accounts. Gushim has won the first account, 1, 2, 3, Gushim. So Emmanuel already has 2 wins. Michael, you don't want to win. No, wahala now. By the time someone will start withdrawing what they call the funded challenge and profits and posting on the group chat. You're welcome. Just message me after this call. I'm going to send you the log. I'll send you the code. We'll do it together. Once you input the code in this, I'm going to show the account for you. $7,500 challenge account. All right, so Gushim has won one. Emmanuel has 2 wins. Ageless has 1 win. So let's continue. You're trying. It seems like your network is actually messing up. Okay, so let's go. You should have put some to ask like this. So what is the profit split on funded challenge account? The most common profit split, the one I talked about on this call. What's the profit split on challenge accounts? Michael was the first to actually answer that one. Profit split 80-20. Man, you say 20%. So Michael already entered now like this, so with 20%. Michael already has 1 win. This is tough. Michael already entered the conversation too. Ageless, what happened? Michael was the first to actually answer that one. Which Michael? Is it Michael BTC? Yes, Michael BTC. It's usually 80-20. That's the most common. That's one I talked about on this call, Sha. That's one I talked about on this call. What is the maximum funded challenge I talked about on this call? The maximum funding, the maximum amount you get, 200K. Money has won it. Jesus is Lord. Emmanuel, I want to vex you. So Jesus is Lord. So Emmanuel has already won it. Emmanuel has actually won it. Emmanuel has won it. So Emmanuel won the first. Bushin won the first one. Emmanuel won the second one. Then Ageless actually won. Ageless actually had 1 win. Then Michael also had 1 win. So what I'm going to do is that I'm actually going to give Emmanuel and Gushim the funded account. Then Ageless and Ageless and Michael, I'm actually going to um recharge their accounts, their numbers with, I'll give them 2,500 naira recharge card. Yeah, for data actually. At least I want to last for at least a couple of days. You understand? Then yeah, Michael, and Ageless. Then me and Olamide that took second, we're actually going to talk. We'll talk on his, we're going to talk. But there's going to be a compensation for Olamide. Thank you very much for actually participating. Like, I really, really like the way this session, like to me, this is actually one of uh our most interesting what do you call it, sessions, because we talked about a lot of things. It was very educational because there was actually a giveaway attached to it. So everybody was like learning, and it's actually very, very good because everybody actually understands the drawdown rules. You get, so once I start calling out trades on on my funded accounts next week, and then people start taking the trades, everybody should actually be able to use at least you understand all the rules. You understand all the drawdown rules, every single thing. So if I'm actually calling out, or when I'm actually calling out trades with the drawdown rules now, you should be able to actually use the drawdown rules. You should be able to actually use every single thing to actually make, money without breaching any of the this. So that is basically it for the session now. Congratulations to all of our winners. Gushim sent me DM. Emmanuel Daniel sent me DM. Michael sent me DM. Ageless sent me DM, and Daud Olamide sent me DM. Thank you very much for actually participating. We'll still be having other giveaways too, like this. Next week, probably I'm going to do a $15,000 challenge account. Who knows? So just stay tuned, and don't forget, consistency is actually what makes you win in Forex. I didn't get to this point in one day. I've been training for like almost 6 years now. Lots of withdrawals, lots of profits, lots of stories, lots of a couple of lessons too, and not so good stories you get. But at the end of everything, I'm very happy, and I'm also well to do too. So that is basically for the session. Thank you very much for joining. See you guys in the next session. Have a lovely, fantastic, and beautiful day.